Caracal cats, with their striking appearance and wild nature, have increasingly become the focus of exotic pet enthusiasts. However, while they may seem like an alluring choice for those seeking a unique pet, owning a caracal cat is fraught with challenges that far outweigh the initial appeal. This video explores the myriad reasons why you should not get a caracal cat as a pet. Number 10. Legal restrictions and ethical concerns. Owning a caracal cat is illegal or heavily restricted in many parts of the world, including several U.S. states and European countries. These laws exist for good reasons, primarily related to public safety and animal welfare. Caracals are wild animals, not domesticated pets, and keeping them in a residential environment can pose significant risks. In many jurisdictions, owning a caracal without the proper permits can lead to hefty fines, confiscation of the animal, and even criminal charges. Additionally, the ethical implications of keeping a wild animal in captivity for personal enjoyment are considerable. Caracals are not domesticated and often suffer in confined environments, which can lead to behavioral issues and a diminished quality of life. Number 9. Wild nature and behavioral challenges. Caracals, despite being smaller than other big cats like lions or tigers, are still wild animals. They have not undergone the thousands of years of domestication that dogs and house cats have, which means they retain their natural instincts. These instincts include hunting, territorial marking, and aggressive behavior when threatened. A caracal's natural behavior can manifest in unpredictable and potentially dangerous ways when kept in a domestic environment. They are known for their powerful hunting instincts and can pose a threat to other pets and even small children. Training a caracal is extremely difficult, as they do not respond to typical domestic cat training methods. This often results in frustration for the owner and stress for the animal. Number 8. Space requirements and environmental needs. Caracals are native to Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia, where they roam vast territories in search of prey. In captivity, they require a significant amount of space to move, explore, and express their natural behaviors. Keeping a caracal in a small apartment or a house with a limited backyard is not only impractical, but also cruel to the animal. In the wild, caracals are solitary and territorial creatures, covering areas of up to 200 square kilometers. In captivity, they need a large, secure outdoor enclosure that allows them to climb, run, and hunt. Providing such an environment is expensive and challenging, requiring significant land, resources, and expertise. Most pet owners are ill-equipped to meet these demands, leading to an unhappy and unhealthy animal. Number 7. Dietary requirements and health concerns. Caracals have specific dietary needs that are difficult to meet in captivity. In the wild, they hunt and consume a variety of prey, including birds, rodents, and small mammals. Their diet requires a balance of raw meat, bones, and organs to ensure they receive the necessary nutrients. Replicating this diet in a domestic setting is not only costly, but also complicated. Commercial cat food is insufficient for a caracal's nutritional needs, and feeding them a proper raw diet requires careful planning and access to quality meat. Improper diet can lead to serious health issues, including malnutrition, obesity, and dental problems. Moreover, caracals are prone to several health problems that require specialized veterinary care. Finding a veterinarian with the expertise to treat a caracal can be difficult and expensive. Routine checkups, vaccinations, and emergency care are all more complex and costly than they would be for a typical domestic cat. Number 6. Social and psychological impact on the animal. Caracals are solitary animals by nature, and their social needs differ significantly from those of domesticated pets. In captivity, caracals can become stressed and anxious if they do not have enough space or stimulation. This can lead to destructive behavior, aggression, and a host of psychological problems. The stress of confinement often results in behavioral issues such as pacing, excessive grooming, and self-harm. These behaviors are signs of psychological distress and indicate that the animal is not thriving in its environment. Unlike domestic pets, caracals do not easily adapt to living closely with humans and other animals, making it difficult for them to lead a mentally healthy life in captivity. Number 5. Potential dangers to humans. While caracals are not as large or powerful as other wild cats, they are still capable of inflicting serious harm on humans. With strong jaws, sharp claws, and a natural inclination to hunt, they can cause severe injuries if they feel threatened or stressed. Interactions with caracals can be unpredictable, especially when they are frightened or provoked. Even well-meaning attempts to play or interact with the animal can result in bites or scratches that require medical attention. The risks are particularly high for households with children who may not understand the dangers of interacting with a wild animal. Number 4, cost and financial burden. Owning a caracal cat is an expensive endeavor. The initial cost of acquiring a caracal can range from several thousand to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the breeder and the legality in the area. However, the financial burden doesn't end with the purchase. Caring for a caracal involves significant ongoing expenses. These include the cost of providing a proper diet, veterinary care, and maintaining a large and secure enclosure. Additionally, if the caracal causes damage to property or harms another person or animal, the owner may face legal and financial liabilities. For most people, the costs associated with owning a caracal far outweigh the benefits, leading to regret and, in many cases, the eventual surrender of the animal to a sanctuary or rescue organization. Number 3, long-term commitment and responsibility. Caracals can live up to 15 to 20 years in captivity, making them a long-term commitment. This is far longer than most people anticipate when they first acquire an exotic pet. The level of care and attention required to keep a caracal healthy and happy over this period is immense. Many caracal owners eventually realize that they are unable or unwilling to meet the demands of caring for such a high-maintenance animal. This often results in the caracal being abandoned, rehomed, or surrendered to a sanctuary. Unfortunately, sanctuaries are often overwhelmed with unwanted exotic pets, and finding a new home for a caracal can be challenging. Number 2, impact on conservation efforts. The exotic pet trade, including the sale of caracals, can have a negative impact on conservation efforts. While some caracals are bred in captivity, others are captured from the wild, contributing to the decline of wild populations. The demand for exotic pets also fuels illegal wildlife trade, which is a significant threat to many species. By choosing not to purchase a caracal, you can help reduce the demand for exotic pets and support conservation efforts aimed at protecting these animals in their natural habitats. Instead of keeping a caracal as a pet, consider supporting wildlife conservation organizations that work to preserve these magnificent creatures in the wild. Number 1, ethical alternatives to exotic pet ownership. For those who are passionate about wild animals, there are ethical alternatives to owning a caracal. Many wildlife organizations and sanctuaries offer opportunities to support and learn about these animals without contributing to the exotic pet trade. Volunteering, donating, or participating in educational programs can provide a meaningful connection to wildlife while promoting conservation. Additionally, if you are interested in having a pet that resembles a wild cat, consider adopting a domesticated breed with similar physical characteristics, such as the Abyssinian or Bengal cat. These breeds have been specifically bred to thrive in a domestic environment and can provide a similar aesthetic appeal without the ethical and practical challenges of owning a caracal.